here, the Frugal Crafter. Today I'm going to show you how to make a set of thank you notes that are very sweet and I think would be beautiful to give to somebody for a baby shower gift, or maybe the host of a baby shower could give them a set of thank you notes and maybe like the list of the addresses of the people that attended, because sometimes the person that throws the baby shower has all the addresses but the recipient of the shower might not. So that would be a very thoughtful gift to help them make the task of thank you notes a little bit easier. The supplies I'm using are from our sponsor, Paper Mart. You can find them online at www.papermart.com. We're using their beautiful washi tape. Also, bulk invitation size envelopes, which you can gussy up with a little bit of washi tape. And we're also going to use some baker's twine, and I'm just going to show you how I store mine. I've showed it before, but it's in a makeup bag, just the kind you can get at the drugstore. And I like it because I can actually just pull the strings out as I need them, and it keeps them dust-free and safely stored. So the first thing I want to do is a little bit of decorating and just a plain white cardstock piece. This is a half a sheet of 8.5 by 11 folded in half, and I'm going to take 3 pieces of washi tape and just put them along the bottom edge. You can fold over the bottom of the washi tape to make it a little bit neater, or you can trim it. It's completely up to you. It doesn't bother me to see the ends on the inside. I think it's kind of pretty, actually. And then for the baker's twine, since I have these colors in the washi tape and they perfectly match the Paper Mart baker's twine, I'm just going to use these. I don't know if they did that on purpose or if it's just a happy accident. Whatever. I'd love it. I'm just going to pull out a bit and tie it right on. You're probably noticing that ink pad in the corner there, wondering when is she going to stick her card in the ink pad. I see it coming. And I'm working right from the spool because, as you know, we save supplies by working off the spool, and it may mean the difference of being able to finish a couple extra projects before we have to, buy another roll. And I'm just doing a regular knot on this one, but you can do a bow if you want. And there. And then you can pull these little strands apart and kind of fuss with them a little bit to make them look extra pretty. And then I'm going to use this stamp. This is one of the Happy Hoppers from Stampendous, one of the new stamps I just got. And make sure it's inked up really well with waterproof ink. And I'm just going to stamp it down here in the corner. And just make sure whenever you're doing a stamp, especially if it's a detailed one like this, you give the ink plenty of time to transfer. Alright, and then I've got this little wood mount stamp that says thanks a bunch, and the little bunny has a bunch of flowers, so I thought that would look really cute on there. Alright, now I already have one that's dry, because you always want to make sure that your cards are dry before you go on to watercoloring. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. There we go. And I'm just going to use a blending pen because it's easier to control than using a wet brush. And I'm going to use some watercolor pencils. Now, I really liked the brown bunny that I did, so I think I'm going to use that as my coloring guide. I tried one with the big bunny being gray, but I really preferred the brown, so I'm going to start with this kind of yellow ochre color. It's kind of like a brownish yellow, and I'm going to color all over the big one with that. And I'm going to add some of this reddish brown into the shadow areas and around the edges. That'll just help the bunny look a little bit more plump. And then I'm going to add some dark brown around the edges and the bottoms of the feet, under the chin, under the ears, just to give it a little bit of shadow. Now on the other bunny, I'm going to do that bunny gray. So I'm going to cover the whole thing with this light gray. And you can use whatever brand of pencils you want. These are the Primo watercolor pencils, but any will work just fine. I'm going to do the inside of the ear with kind of like a light salmon pink color. And then I'm going to use a darker gray to go around the edges of the bunny to again make this guy look a little plumper, rounder and more three-dimensional. And then I'm also going to add some of this gray under the bunnies for a little bit of shadow. Now for the flowers, I'm going to use some purple and some green. Go ahead and sharpen your pencils if you want a little more control. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I want this to be a really easy card that you can make and give. So now I've got my blender pen. I'm actually going to start with the gray on this bunny first. I'm just liquefying the pigment there. Then I'm going to go into the shadow because I've got that color on my brush already. I'm going to go over here into the brown. Just blending. Watercolor pencils are so forgiving and easy, especially if you use a blending pen. And there are several brands that make these blending pens. This one's by Tombow. Stampin' makes a really nice one. And there's also the Dove blender, and you can also use a Q-tip dipped in water with a little bit of glycerin in it. That'll work just fine as well. Now I'm gonna go in and do the little purple flowers here. And so if I'm going, like if I'm changing to a drastically different color, I wipe it on a paper towel or on a scrap of paper just to clean off that tip, and then I'm just adding a little bit of water to the stems. And that's all there is to it. That's how you make a cute set of thank you cards. Repeat it for as many cards as you want. I can't stress how easy it is to buy a box of envelopes and use that instead of hand making all your envelopes if you're doing like a big set of cards like that, and you can personalize it by just adding a little bit of washi tape. I'll put the links to all the products I used in the video description below so you can check those out. I want to thank Papermart for sponsoring today's video. You can find them online at www.papermart.com, where we make you look even better. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.